Hello friends, it's Etan, and I can't remember the last time I was this excited to show you a historic building. So I'm standing in front of the headquarters of Judson Studios, purveyors of fine stained glass for over 125 years now. And they've been family owned the entire time. They're now in their 5th generation of Judson ownership. You can find their work everywhere at historic spots in LA. Hollywood Forever Cemetery, Hollyhock House, Natural History Museum, cathedrals, temples, libraries. Chances are, if you're at a historic place in Los Angeles with stained glass, it was made by Judson Studios. While it's their glasswork that made them famous, this building itself is a crucial part of the Judson legacy. So, let's check it out. The story of this building starts with William Lees Judson, an English painter and art teacher who came to LA in 1893 and soon became dean of the brand new USC College of Fine Arts. Judson designed the first version of this building in 1901 to house the college. It was also the headquarters of a group of local craftsmen called the Arroyo Guild. In 1910, a malfunctioning kiln sparked a fire that burned the building down. Architects Train and Williams designed the current one, completed in 1911. And when the College of Fine Arts moved to the main USC campus in 1920, William Lees Judson's 3 sons moved in with their stained glass company, and they've been here ever since. You can still see remnants of the building from before Judson's time here. The rock foundation that survived the fire, trundle beds in the offices, formerly a dormitory for USC students, and the emblem of the Arroyo Guild above the front doorway with their motto, "We Can." This is a weird building, part craftsman style, part art project, with a turret on one side for good measure. The inside is a labyrinth of offices, cramped passageways, and steep staircases. I talked to David Judson, president of Judson Studios, about it.
Running a business out of a historic building can be challenging at times. Because we expand and contract based on our projects that we have, we're always looking for space and how we use the space, reevaluating the space. We have storage on site that we're constantly kind of moving storage around, but the environment of the space kind of outweighs all of that.
Inside, Judson artisans hand-cut small pieces of colored glass based on paper templates. In the glazing room, workers solder the joints of the lead cane that holds the glass together. Downstairs, an employee applies a house-made putty to protect the glass against moisture. These techniques have been around for centuries.
There's something to be said about the way the building was built, the materials it's made up of, the spaces that are here. When you come here too, it's almost as though you're stepping back in time, and that's kind of part of, I think, the feel that stained glass in general kind of brings. Philosophically, what we're doing as a business fits the space that we're working in.
Over the last decade, Judson Studios has expanded beyond its historic home. So in 2015, they started kiln forming. It's a new process where you would layer different kinds of glass to achieve new textures and colors. They purchased a new building about half a mile away for their first kiln-formed project, a 3,400 square foot window for the Church of the Resurrection in Kansas. In 2022, they added a 3rd facility for their new initiative, Griffin Glass, which specializes in architectural glass. That name, Griffin Glass, is a nice little shout out to this little guy. 125 years in, Judson Studios is still growing and still innovating new approaches to the expertly crafted stained glass that built the reputation. Thanks for doing LA with me.